on the matter. We'll discuss it next. Northern governors condemn Gulak killing and kidnap of Niger students. Stories in the Punch newspaper. Well, here's a bit of it. The Northern Governors Forum has described the assassination of former Special Advisor to ex-President Gulak Jonathan on political matters, Ahmed Gulak, as most unfortunate and totally condemnable. In a statement on Monday, Chairman of the Forum and Governor of Plateau State, Simon Bako Lalong, while reacting to the killing, described it as a criminal act that must be condemned in totality. Lalong said, quote, "The killing of Gulak must be seen as a criminal act and treated as such, warning against insinuations and politicization that could lead to further violence," end of quote. He said the report by the police that it has identified and engaged a suspected killers of the late politician should further be consolidated to enable security agencies to forestall future occurrences. Meanwhile, the Northern Governors Forum has also expressed disgust over yet another abduction of innocent citizens across 3 local government areas of Niger State, including students and teachers of an Islamia school. Governor Lalong said this horrible situation needs to be brought to an end in order to give respite for the people to engage in their legitimate activities without molestation. He reiterated a commitment to the forum in working with security agencies and the federal government in tackling the ugly level of insecurity in the region and the nation at large. Now, the paragraph before the last is our focus right now. Governor Lalong said this horrible situation needs to be brought to an end in order to give respite for the people to engage in their legitimate activities without molestation. How do we bring this to an end? How do we stem this tide before it consumes all of us? Is what we're discussing right now. What should government be doing to tackle this situation? That's the question. That's the discussion right now. Because if we continue along this trajectory, it's going to consume all of us eventually. So, how can government stem this tide of insecurity? I mean, there's no wiping out insecurity completely. I mean, there's always going to be something's always going to go wrong at some point. But we cannot continue along this trajectory. We cannot continue along this path. It's bad already. It can get worse, and if government is not proactive, is not on the situation, it will get worse, and it will consume us all. You have any thoughts, any recommendations, any ideas? I'd love to hear them. Numbers are the same, the lines are open. I got 0817 93 0002 or 0003. That's 0817 93 0007 as well. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria into PH. Drop a comment on Twitter also. At Nigeria Info PH, and WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. You can watch as well on our live on our YouTube page. Just search for Nigeria Info PH on YouTube, of course, and you can join the conversation via or over there as well. How can government stem this tide of insecurity in the country? Is what we're discussing right now. I've got comment via WhatsApp. Good evening, Dio. The only 2 solutions left to correct the wrongs of Nigeria are 1. Resignation of PMB and cabinet members, 2. Impeachment of PMB. Boya Kinsley from Rumokuta said that. I've got Abednego from Lagos on the line. Abednego, you're welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Dayo.
Good afternoon. Are you calling from Lagos, the state?
Yes, I'm listening online.
All right, great. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I think here's my honest take on insecurity issues. I think first and foremost, where we have to start from is our leaders and the elders of the land talking to themselves. Because if we are looking at, this is this, they need to talk to themselves to understand that, no, it's not only they themselves that matter when it comes to seeking justice, when it comes to being proactive. So by the time they speak to themselves and understand that before us, we have to consider the people that we rule. We have to consider the people that have elected us. Then that's when we can start talking about insecurity issues.
Abednego, do you think that the current crop of leaders we have the capacity to think along the lines of what you're saying right now?
Yes, I think they do, but the issue of selfishness is a major reason why it looks like they can't. I mean, Dayo, give these people, I won't say give them a chance, but maybe they just need people that can take them on. That's another issue that we have, to be fair. It's not like they can't do it. I mean, guess what? They know what to do. Wait for it to happen to a friend or a close friend or a family member on there and watch them go on the
swing into action.
What they want is justice and what it happened. Yeah. They can do these things, but if there's no one taking them up, then what do you expect?
Abednego, great to have me.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Great. Michael from South Road, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, Michael, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes. I think the whole situation is forcing us to think in a particular direction.
Okay.
I don't think it is a problem to handle banditry or kidnapping. Number one solution I think should be done is the government should approach international communities for some support. Number one.
What kind of support? What kind of support?
It's making
Michael, what kind of support from the international community?
Okay, the kind of support from the international community is simple. Just like we noticed that the Americans were able to come in to the country to rescue somebody, they should open up and let the international community help them to develop the security apparatus of this country. Number two, while developing the security apparatus of this country, they should be transparent to say, please identify the cankerworms inside the country. Because nobody from outside will come and tell you the color of your pot in your house. It is the person in your house that will go outside to tell people the color of your pots. Okay, so the problem is inside, not outside. So if anybody from outside is coming in to take advantage of you, somebody from inside must have told the intel.
Okay.
So the problem is inside. We have to not just change service chiefs, for instance. We should learn to identify them and publicly disgrace them. Let there be an arrest. Let the courts work properly. As simple as that.
But you believe key to all of this, Michael, is to get the help of the international community. For you, that's key.
Sorry?
Okay, Michael, great to hear from you. I've got Sam on the line. Sam, you're welcome. Go on.
Thank you very much, Dayo. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well done. Okay, the topic we're actually discussing, it's just that, number one, we actually need to tell ourselves the truth.
Which is?
A situation whereby the nation, like you said, is bad and it's getting to worse. But the worst of it is that the person ruling us, or the presidency or president, I don't know which one, is not even seeing it. Just like what he said this morning in the paper, that the economy is the best as long as Buhari is concerned. So number one, let's just bring to solution. I don't want to just play a blame game. Number one, let the presidency or the president realize that Nigeria is sitting at the gate of gunpowder. That's number one thing. Now, if we come to realize it, then that is when solution will actually
Sam, do you really believe that government, the president especially, do you really believe that the president does not know how bad things are?
Okay, you heard him the other time coming out to say that he was surprised that I don't know what he said that happened that he said he was surprised, meaning that the president is not aware of what is going on. Then how can we bring solution, because everything is in their hands? We can't bring solution. Okay, the security is in his hand. It's not even in the government's hands. That's the problem. So they have the security, they control the security. So long as they still believe that nothing is happening, but there will be no solution. Even if we talk from here till next year, nothing will happen because they are the ones in the hand of affairs. So the only truth is that if we come to realize that, yes, something is wrong, then we can now say, how do we settle it? But let me tell you the truth. If not, nothing will happen.
Sam, great to have him. I mean, Sam does have a point. If you can identify a problem, I mean, there's no fixing it because you don't even know what the problem is in the first place. So, I mean, a very significant step to solving any problem is first admit or identify that there is a problem, and then you have to then determine the cause of the problem before you can then fix it. But if you don't even know there's a problem in the first place, then you've got a major situation on your hands, I suppose. Via Facebook, Obinat Waka goes down. The way is via competence. These are people in the country. There are people in the country that can cage these beasts. But the problem lies with those in government who are criminals and short-sighted. Will they agree? This is the main issue. Joel Ibe goes, how government can stem this tide of insecurity in Nigeria is to impeach Buhari. All right, Joel. I've got Vincent from Malakal. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Mr. Adedayo, good afternoon.
Hi, go ahead.
Yes, I want to lend my voice. The insecurity in Nigeria, especially in the southeast, I think that the solution lies in the table of Mr. President. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, is the one that holds the key to solving the insecurity problem in Nigeria, and especially in the southeast. Now, for the people in the southeast, the message is very, very simple, and there is no human.
We may have to call in later on. Via Facebook, thank God goes, the government knows what to do to solve the insecurity. We're all Nigerians living in Nigeria. We know the problem of Nigerians. Asking how can government stem the tide of insecurity is annoying. They should fulfill the promise they promised Nigerians during their campaign. I do have to go for a commercial break shortly, but taking your thoughts too, how can government stem this tide of insecurity? What do we need to do as a people, as a nation? What does government need to do to address this? Via WhatsApp, I'm really pained. Over 200 students after killing 5 just to prove a point. Are we cursed with this government? It is clear the government would have left them to die. Evergreen from Artillery said that. No doubt the government has either no idea or failed to secure her citizenry. Thus, the solution is for those in government to voluntarily leave office and allow capable individuals to govern us. Regabo Cliff said that. Hello, Dio. First thing is to listen. Our system is not designed to listen to her citizens, and this really can come in different forms. Second thing is to respond to people's agitations in a structured way, from LG level up to federal, continuous. But to be honest, there is complete lack of trust in the current leader of the country. And if he really cares about Nigeria, he needs to stand down. Hard to do, but I know it will lead to everyone taking a pause to see how the VP will engage the people next. Nigerians just want transparency, to be heard, respected and protected. Government needs to be seen like that genuinely. Lastly, because of the high religious temperature, all these are papas, mamas and imams should speak and lead the charge for referendum. That's from Deji. All right, great to hear from you as well. And via WhatsApp, still, Nwegbu Ugochukwu from Ilile goes down. How can government stop a problem they government are benefiting from? All right, quick commercial break. I'll return shortly. Conversation will continue. Do please stay tuned.
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817-001-8162. That is 0817-001-8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us
Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dio.
Okay, Mac, still have fact at 91.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. And conversation continues. Northern governors condemn Gulak killing, kidnap of Niger students. Northern Governors Forum has described the assassination of former Special Advisor to ex-President Goodluck Jonathan on political matters, Ahmed Gulak, as most unfortunate and totally condemnable. In a statement Monday, Chairman of the Forum, Governor of Plateau State, Simon Bako Lalong, while reacting to the killing, described it as a criminal act that must be condemned in totality. Meanwhile, the Northern Governors Forum has also expressed disgust over yet another abduction of innocent citizens across 3 local government areas of Niger State, including students and teachers of an Islamia school. Governor Lalang said this horrible situation needs to be brought to an end in order to give respite for the people to engage in their legitimate activities without molestation. That's what we're discussing now. How can this situation be brought to an end? What are your recommendations, suggestions, if you will, as to what can be done, maybe as citizens, or what government should be doing to resolve this situation, to stem the tide, this ugly tide, on the insecurity situation in the country? Lines are open 0817 923 0002 or 0003. That's 0817 923 0007 as well. We're live on Facebook.com /Nigeria Info PH. You can tweet at Nigeria Info PH also. Via Facebook, Samuel Thomas goes, to stem the tide of insecurity in Nigeria will be cumbersome and uncertain due to immunity, corruption, extreme political malpractice, paddling the nation's political system. May's Job goes, died when former president's wife was shouting, saying, "This thing you people are doing, there is God. We didn't understand. Now I think we do. The only way is the same people that started, and cohort should be brought to book." I got Daniel from Agri Road on the line. Daniel, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Well, Dayo,
Hi.
concerning this insecurity situation,
Yeah.
that is becoming more concerned to the federal government. I know that not every state that has this security issue. There are some states that doesn't have security issue. But these states that have security issues, I think the governors on that state, they have compromised to that point that they cannot be able to offer any solution because they are very. To me, the solution is this only. Any state governor and the people of that state that can never bring to an end to that insecurity, I think I will recommend the president to ask the governor to stay aside and declare that state a state of emergency. And I believe that can put an end to these security challenges in some of these states that security want to consume.
What do you see the governors can or should be doing specifically that they are not doing?
They have the power. In the other government in that state, they have the power.
Yeah, the power to do what exactly?
There are security in their hand that they can use to put an end.
But the governors do not entirely control the security architecture in their states.
If they cannot control the security, why do they collect security votes? What they want to do with it is to bring the security forces together in that state and tell them what to do and give them all that they require and to fight this in their state. They collect with the amount of money. It's not for them to build a state and hotels for themselves. And that is why they have compromised. They don't want to hurt those boys because these are the boys they use in winning election. And now the boys are now adventurous because they want to get their own share of the cake. So if they bring this security vote to power, bring the security men in that their state, and this is what you want, have it. Go out for these men or boys. Why won't the security men go out for them? That is the only issue. Declare that state of emergency. If the governor cannot do anything, that's my state.
All right, Daniel. Via Twitter, @020 tweets, a major part in solving this security challenge is that the leaders, especially the FG, has to first admit that there is a serious security problem. They keep using propaganda to lie about the actual situation of things. No matter how much you lie to yourself, it's still a lie. Second, they should make sure there are consequences for ineptitude and negligence. People can be paid with taxpayers' money, and then when it comes down to do the job they pay to do, all you hear is excuses. People need to start losing their jobs and prosecuted if possible. Hello, Prince. Good evening. You're welcome. Go on.
Yeah, Dayo, good evening.
Hi.
So sad with the situation, but I must tell you the truth.
Yeah.
When I studied physics, they said to every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. This time I cannot say corruption is fighting back. I think people are taking into this kind of killings, kidnapping, because we see a failed state failed state because there is hunger in the land, there is unemployment, and of course those who are also leading us, by a large extent, their body language and actions appears as if they do not care. I don't think anyone with the right reasoning will want to take up arms to kill anybody, to maim anybody. I cannot be used to go into kidnapping or assassination. It's not possible. Now, if I see a situation where the state governments will understand that they need to tackle the issue of unemployment, poverty, and at the same time, the security itself, there is provision for security. The armed forces, civil defense, the police, and other apparatus, institutions that are saddled with that responsibility of providing the basic constitutional provisions of securing life and property. If they have been appropriated with funds to take care of that, and the funds are properly deployed, that could give us a kind of insight. People will begin to understand that government is serious about it, side by side with the issue of unemployment, and I see some kind of solution coming. There needs to be a conference, a national conference to address this holistically. If that is not done, it's like you're patching one side of the leaking, and another side is leaking again. That is what I am saying from this.
How exactly is government going to create these jobs it's all about?
Hello, come again.
How is government going to create the jobs? And the reason I'm asking that is this. Now, obviously, for any economy to thrive, you don't need government building factories and setting up industries. You need private investment to drive it. Government maybe can employ some persons, but that's only a handful. So, with the rise in the insecurity in the country and in those states, who would want to go put their money there to invest?
And that is where we are coming again, my brother. The mistake has been done. If there is an enabling environment where foreign investors will want to put in their money, not just foreign investors, we have locals, we have, yes, there's a lot of people back home here who want to invest. Sometimes investment is not just about putting money to build infrastructure. We have a lot of medical doctors leaving the shores of this country because they feel the country is not worth dying for. So they must see that people who are abroad, there are a lot of our professionals who want to come back home to bring back home professionalism, expertise, that which they have learned, but they will not come. So we have to make Nigerians believe in Nigeria, that it's a country where we must die for. It's a country where wherever you school, whatever professionalism you've gone into, you must put it back. If that starts, then we can say that a form of enabling environment currently created. Now, the private investors, as we see now, also depend on partnership for technical support. Somebody has talked about security, getting foreigners to come and help us in our security apparatus. That is possible if we are willing to give peace a chance. How? Whatever funds that are appropriated for security must be seen to be applied reasonably into security, not looting, not depriving. The military, they are also complaining that they are not well taken care of. Salaries are not paid. So this demonstration must be practical, and that goes back to putting food on our table. There is hunger in the land. People are dying. We have to do something about it.
Definitely, Prince, good to hear from you. Felix from Ogubolo, you're welcome.
Mr. Adedayo.
Hello.
Yeah, the problem, my name's Honorable
Felix, you're welcome. Please go ahead. I know your name already. Go ahead.
All right. The problem sometimes I have, with some of our people is the truth never been told at any time. This is the problem. Even in your media houses, and when we call and want to speak our mind, you people will cut us off. No.
Is anybody cutting you off now and stopping you from expressing your thoughts? Felix, okay. is anyone stopping you from expressing your thoughts now?
Sometimes.
No, is anyone stopping you from expressing your thoughts now?
Now, no one.
Okay, so go ahead, please.
All right. If you look the advanced countries, America or Britain or any of these countries, France, if they see that the current government is not doing well, somebody will come up to say, I will do better. And then when the person comes up, the person will put in his best to make sure he actually performs better. The past administration, from Basenjo, from Yaradua, from Gulak, this government believes that they have failed. That's why they came to salvage this country. And they are on board. But they still give us excuses upon excuses. It is to secure this country. You are in the hands of the federal government. And of the truth, the federal government has failed in total. They have to admit that they have failed. And then come up with a solution. If they can beg the Americans, the victims, whosoever, to come and help us in terms of insecurity issues, they should do it, for God's sake. They have failed. Buhari government has failed totally. This is the truth of it. It has to be told so everybody will know. They promise a lot of things. None of their promises have been achieved. So thank you. This is where I can end my case.
All right, Felix, I've got to he's gone. Via WhatsApp. For me, the only way to stem the impending danger is to impeach the president or let the president have mercy on Nigerians and resign. Ultimate said that. I've got comment via WhatsApp. Hello, the solution to this problem is with our government. The last time Pantami was spotted. Okay, well, this is not exactly correct, so I'm not going to read the rest of it, but good to know you're listening, though. Diane, please, I want to ask, how did we manage to get to this juncture we're now? Who did this to us? Kidnapping, killing, confusion, misunderstanding, lack of trust in the whole country that's blessed with all good things. May God forgive us all. Uzama Chijoke from Imo State said that. Why is it difficult for this government to call for dialogue, as most regions have advocated, yet they don't have any perceived control on this insecurity? Why is this government bent on maintaining the status quo, which is not working and not doing anybody any good? Is there anything they are getting from this situation the Nigerians are suffering from? Please let them listen to the voice of the people who they claim to be representing. It's getting worse and unacceptable. Please, support from Port Harcourt. I've got an Edwin on the line. Edwin, hi, go ahead.
Yeah, form of this insecurity, it is when our government and the leaders and the people in charge will rise up to the tax what is upright. That is when they will do away with this. I'm loyal. It's my boy, it's not my boy, and all that. That is when this issue of insecurity started. Before this time, with the advent of democracy, all these things were not there, because the military were there to march you word to word, hand to hand, definitely. But in this case, because they will want to see who will be there for their living, is our person, is for us. They don't know who that person might have incorporated into the system, and the thing keep on moving. The thing keep on moving. When it's no more there again, others are there which he has trained. They will continue from that point. I am loyal. They are my boys. They are not this. It will not end though. Till they begin to hold everyone responsible. Democracy, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Mr. A has committed crime, has gone against the rules, the laws of the nation. Let him be prosecuted. Let him be held responsible. He cannot carry arms and go and give civilians, and tomorrow you come and bring it back. What is that rubbish? What is that thing for? Until we begin to look into these issues, definitely one after the other, then you see seriousness. If the military are who were you? Oh God, and come and tell them that this and that. They will just finish you. So now it is because of they have intention. They have what they want to achieve. So they will just allow it. When you go and kill and come back, they are my girl. It will continue. Let our people, our leaders, have wisdom to match word for word. Whoever that heard, let them hold it.
But Edwin, how does this look good for? How does this look good for them? Because I mean, if what you're saying is the situation that it's the boys or the leaders who are committing this crime, how does this look good for the leaders then? I mean, it doesn't paint them in a good light. I mean, you're complaining about them now. Lots of other persons are complaining about them also. So, what do they stand to benefit from this?
What do they stand to benefit from?
Yes.
Hey, You used to hear all over the place that they build their houses all over, they want to build or the walls to them, So these are the things they benefit from, taking what does not belong to them, being in charge, becoming the god of the people, demigod. These are the things they enjoy. These are those things we want to enjoy, you see. So they cannot in any way solve this thing, because if this thing is taken away from them, their life will look as if it's not meaningful anymore.
Edwin?
So all these things,
Great to have you. Thanks for your contribution. I've got DK on the line. DK from Rumodara, I think. DK, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Dayo.
All right, go on.
Dayo, you see, we are talking about solutions to this problem. Yeah, but when I look at the federal government and there doesn't seem to be any sincerity to do anything, by the federal government, then if you ask me for the solution will not come with the current instituted government.
Okay.
Because how can you tell me that there is this level of insecurity and the government is treating it like nothing is happening? Their nonchalant attitude. It appears that there is something else they are doing that is more important, than securing people's life. That's just the way I see it.
But if you were to ask government, if you were to ask DK, if you were to ask the government,
anything,
DK, can you hear me?
Going out or I don't know.
All right, DK, great to hear from me. Via WhatsApp, security can best be managed in Nigeria by, first of all, disengaging the service chiefs, replace them with people from other regions. In the north, let southerners lead the troops, in the south, let the northerners lead the troops, etc. With this, there wouldn't be compromise as a result of tribal familiarity. Again, let the government engage the youths meaningfully via job creation, skill acquisition, scholarships for those in that direction, etc. Let the government make life worthwhile for the citizens and see how the tension across the nation ceases. Uche from Uche Biariko said that. Good evening, Dio. Over 200 people abducted. It's unfortunate that we have a president or presidents in this country under this present administration, led by Muhammadu Buhari's APC government, cannot be able to protect the people is a failure. Look at the killings and kidnappings all over the states. This thing is beyond unemployment, because unemployment was there before they took power. APC government should be able to tell Nigerians why they're trying to do what they're trying to do in this country. That's from Richie. To the third line now, I've got let's see, I've got David from NAK on the line. David, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Well done, sir. Good evening, sir.
You're welcome.
I just want to give a little contribution about the solution we're looking at.
Go ahead.
Everybody has the one will of belief. Mine may not be the same with others.
And that's fine.
That I believe the security situation that we are facing in Nigeria the solution lies in the hands of everybody.
Okay.
Reason being that everybody lives in a community where these so-called bad boys live. The elders of the land know them. The chief of the land, the communities know these boys. But we are the ones that harbor them without bringing them to the knowledge of the security agencies. And we keep saying that the federal government should be the one to get the problem solved. So to me, my own opinion is that if we want to fix the country in order, the leaders where we live should be able to stand for the truth and nothing but the truth. Thank you, sir.
Dick, I'm still confused. Which leaders are you referring to exactly?
The leaders I'm referring to are our so-called politicians. The governors, I'm sure, they have knowledge about where the existence of these boys. And also even our chief, the so-called chiefs, sir, where these boys live, they know them.
Hello. Dick, great to have me as well. via Facebook. Emmanuel Iniado goes, government can stem the tide of insecurities and hostilities ongoing in the country by first showing remorse that they, government, has failed Nigerians and returned to renegotiate the very fundamental issues of truth, fairness and equity. How can you deny the masses improved social welfare and expect them to stand in allegiance to such an entity? Corruption is what has brought insecurity. Right, Emmanuel. And via WhatsApp, it's heartbreaking to hear the killing of Gulak and also the kidnapping over Riyadh. Some of these locations where these kidnappings take place are in the hinterlands. You know, they are on the outskirts. They're not developed cities, as it were. So you have a large expanse of land. You know, maybe nobody in sight for several miles. You know, and stuff like that. I guess that is a major contributor. I've heard it said. Richard from Transamada, you're welcome. Please go on. Richard is gone. And via WhatsApp still, Victor Rufus goes. Security is everybody's business. Security is local, and the police cannot stop insecurity. But the people must report criminality so that the police or the military will resolve them. The people must take responsibility. Even the British are battling knife attacks. Every country has their brand of insecurity. Hello, Dad. The perpetrators of insecurity live within the same communities that are being troubled. I've listened extensively, and most contributors are pushing the buck to government. Police or security agencies are not clairvoyant. So, for as long as we continue to hide our siblings and friends who are criminal elements, insecurity will persist. We need to choose and embrace peace. That's a Matt Paul. Good evening. The government at the centre is Nigeria's problem. The lawmakers are eating well while the masses are going hungry. To pay 30,000 naira to workers is not possible, while millions and billions go to them. Why do they expect peace? Not possible. Ubu from Port Harcourt said that. ABC government has failed Nigerians. This is the worst government since 1960. Look, the primary arms of every government is, or aim, I think you mean, of every government is to protect life and property of the people. But look at the kind of killings going on daily. Today it's very unfortunate. Uzochukwu Christians said that. What stops government from getting drones and CCTV installed across the country if they are ready to get rid of the insecurity problems? Thanks, that's from Kunle. Oh, Kunle, well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But to do that, remember, you have to, contract will be needed, you know. Another appears to be a major problem in Nigeria. Contract. Yeah, it's just once it's a contract, very likely something will go wrong and it may not succeed. You know, because contract, you know, will be awarded, and I mean, a project of this nature, billions, tens, maybe even hundreds of billions, would have to be allocated to this, and that once again is a problem, because with contract comes humongous sums of money. And just throw in the crop of leadership we have in Nigeria, and it's not likely to get a very good result. Not likely. But it's feasible, definitely. It's feasible. It's doable, I suppose. All right, commercial break coming up shortly. We've got the news updates top of the hour, 5 p.m. And when I return, we dive into another matter. Said matter, by the way, JAM gives candidates 2 weeks to sort registration hassles. Stories in the nation. Should JAM scrap the NIN requirement for the UTM registration, or stick with it? Just give the student enough time to get it done. As regards the insecurity in the country, I hope we're able to resolve the issues as soon as possible, because we cannot afford to continue on this path. Please stay with us. Discussions continue shortly.